land a knee. Like you don't want it to be next to your other foot, but you don't want it to be behind your other foot. So he steps right next to my toes, and then he basically puts his legs like he's on a skateboard, and he's far enough away that he can land a really nice knee. Now he's too far back. See how he stepped too far behind himself and he can't land that knee now?
The closer you are, the more advantage you have.
So organizing my hands was also tricky for me here. Because you have your right hand on the outside of the person's guard, you end up pulling your left hand to your own right shoulder and stealing, like clasping their hand, their wrist, and then you're going to push their head down with your right. He's saying you can do it with your arm on the inside. I cannot. I have to do it from the outside. So he's saying if you use one hand or two hands, it doesn't matter. So if you don't clasp that hand, if you don't wrist trap with your left, that's fine. Or if you only wrist trap and you get out without your right, that's fine. You just have to get on the outside. That's when I want to do this sudden turn out.
I feel like I'm not angled right.
I have the jangwat, like I have the timing on it, but not the execution because I'm overstepping a lot of the time. And he's saying that my hand is too hard. Like I need to be kind of softer. So we haven't figured this out yet, but in my being too hard, like too strong with my hands, it's because I'm putting weight down on him and gooming, but I need to be kind of like floating. But when you're light, you also don't want to be like leaning. There's like a sweet spot in everything.
I wasn't even putting tension in the hand. Like I was totally out.
So you want to have a grip on the neck, which is how you can apply pressure to push it down. But you don't want to be like using power or being heavy. It's like designated tension across. Look at how soft his hand is on my shoulder there. A little bit better. It's got more power to it, but I have tension in the wrong places. You really want to be like upright and kind of relaxed other than the weight of just your hand. I think in previous sessions I've talked about it being like a French press, how it's basically just the weight of your hand is what puts the plunger down. You need a little bit more than that when you're on someone's neck, but you're basically just like being heavy on it instead of like putting a lot of your body weight on it. You're just tensing it enough to control it. It's like tensing a leash. So now I'm doing it from my arm on the inside. If I have inside position, I just want to keep my hand on his neck and kind of press down a little bit as I'm escaping. So the step and the hand trap are simultaneous. I'm trying to go the other way and I'm just kind of like doing that meme with the like math in the air. But I'm also not trying to slingshot myself out so wide when I go to my left. But he's making fun of me because again, I'm like over rotating my legs. You really just want to be standing literally next to the person at the like final point of that. Don't curtsy. So now he's like, make it so that I don't know whether it's left or right. So it's this thing where like I have a lot of tension, so you know kind of that I'm struggling. He stays very, very, very relaxed, so you don't know when he's gonna go.
พี่ไปจับนี้จับนี้
So we're asking about the grip. Like, do you grab the neck or do you grab the head? It's right where the curve of your skull meets your
ตรง
neck.
นี้ใช่ไหม
ใช่แล้วจะทำให้ดูก็แค่นี้ปั๊บเปลี่ยนมาเปลี่ยนนี้
So he's like cupping right that curve.
where the back of my skull meets the neck so it's like a little divot
บางทีมันก็แล้วแต่มือเราถ้าแข็งแรงเราได้หมด
แต่นี่ไม่เดินใช่ไหม
ไม่เป็นเรื่องได้หมดทั้งหัวทั้งคอได้หมด
It's the thin part of the glove on the wrist
So you're kind of making like a hook with your hand, but you're like landing with the thin part of the glove, and then the curve of the hand is just going to kind of like clap onto
He's got this,
whatever
so it's kind of
angles there are.
the hook